Hello. In this video, we're going to go over the concepts of a compass and the degrees of measurement on a coordinate point. So let's start it off. We know that north is up, east is to the right, south is down, west is to the left. Never eat soggy waffles. Next thing we know, this is 0 degrees. This is 90 degrees. Let's make sure we write these in different colors. This is 0 degrees. This is 90 degrees. This is 180 degrees, 270, then back to 360. Cool. So let's start drawing it. The first thing we're looking for is northeast, right? Northeast is going to be directly in between these two, north and east, which, makes sense. So we get our northeast right there. We notice that if this whole thing is 90 degrees, and we just cut it in half. Well, what's 90 divided by 2? 45. So we see this is 45 degrees, and this is 45 degrees, right? So beautiful. Oops. So beautiful. That first one is going to be 45 degrees. Now northeast. Northeast is going to be between northeast and north, right in the middle of those two. And then we can see that all we need to do is, because we just determined that this whole thing was 45, and we just cut it in half. So we need to know that this is 45 divided by 2, which is 22.5. So we can see that northeast is 22.5 degrees. Let's make sure we get this degree symbol to be much smaller so we don't confuse that for a 0. Okay. Next, we're going to go west, southwest. So first we know we're going to be, this is southwest, which is going to be perfectly a 45 degrees inside of that. Then we want to go west of southwest, which is going to be between west and southwest. Beautiful. So while we do that, we know that this has created an extra 22.5 degrees, right? We've decided that from the fact that we have just cut this guy in half twice, once for southwest and halfway in between there. It's going to be that same value that we found right there, 22.5. We know this is already covering past 180. See, if our line goes there, we're at 180. And at this point, right, if we go here, we're at 180. At this point, we are right here in between them. So we're at 180 plus 22.5. And we get 202.5 degrees. And we will get rid of this guy. Cool. So far, so good. See if we can minimize that. Beautiful. Let's draw another one for the next ones. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing again, finding the angle, the degrees of the compass bearing. So we have north, south, east, west, 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. So southwest is going to be between southwest and south. We know southwest is in between south and west. So we are this exact value right here, which we know this is 22.5. So we can just take 270 minus 22.5 to get our angle of 247.5 degrees. Now we want to go west of northwest, which is going to be between, it's going to be between west and northwest. We know northwest is right there, so west and northwest is going to be there. We know that that's 22.5 based on the other drawing we did earlier. We'll get rid of these guys. 180 minus 22.5. This angle measure is 157.5 degrees. Last, we're going to go north, northwest, which is, we should have probably kept that other line. Let's go put that back. Let's go put our northwest back. Northwest. In fact, we should do that here. Northeast. So northwest is there. So that means the graph we're looking for is going to be between northwest and north, which is there, right in between. We know that this creates a 22.5. So it's going to be 90 plus 22.5 to get to that extra spot. 90 plus 22.5 is 112.5. Beautiful. 41. So this was 39. This was 40. 41. Which compass direction is closest to the bearing of 121? So we're going to take our degree measure and we're going to go find 121. 121 is in this quadrant. 121 is in this quadrant. We know that this is 90, and then we know that northwest is going to be 90 plus 45 at that 135 mark. So we need to find 120. 120 is in between 135 and 90. We are in between 135 and 90. So we can clearly see that the closest that we are going is this is north and this is northwest. This is northwest for 41. Let's start minimizing some of this to clean it up a little bit. And then we'll be able to fit in the last problem. Beautiful. All right, last problem, we're going to go 42. Put it down here. 42, we're going to draw our coordinate points, our coordinate plane. After we have drawn our coordinate plane, we're going to find 219. 219, so this is 180, this is 270, so 219 is here. We know that that point halfway through, which is, we remember, never eat soggy waffles. Oops, that's a terrible W. So this is southwest, and this is going to be 225. 180 plus 45. So we are at 219, which is between 180 and 225, which I would say is closest to southwest as it is already. The other one would be west-southwest, which would be in between these two, right? Which we know is going to be 180 plus 22.5. So this is 202.5. And the closer one we are to 219 is to 225. So we are closest to southwest in this situation. If you have any other questions regarding these problems, they're not the easiest, but they're not too bad. Please just send me an email. Other than that, I hope everyone has a great day.